as we all are anticipating the upcoming UFC 317, which is headlined by Ilia or Matador Topuria against Charles do Bronx's Oliveira. Let's just listen to some of UFC Pro's choice.
Give me your take on this. Ilia Topuria, Charles Oliveira fight. A lot of people are now picking Topuria to win. No one's really bringing Charles into the equation. Are you of the same thought?
I think it's a lot closer than people think. I think Charles is really tough. He's got a good chin. He's got good jiu-jitsu. He's got great striking. And what's going to be different for Ilia is Charles' striking, I think, really dangerous against boxers. I think the fight's a lot closer.
I think Ilia, man. I think he's going to be way undersized against Charles. I just don't, unless Charles can sub him, maybe if he hurts him, but it's going to be tough, I think. Because Charles gets hit a lot, you know, and Ilia puts people away. I'm excited about it.
Do you think Ilia beats Charles then?
I think he might, to be honest. Charles is a bit chinny, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's had about 40 fights or something. He always gets punched. He always gets cracked.
Yeah. So, he's reckless, but he's super exciting.
Yeah, he is.
And he's dangerous.
Exciting. If he gets him down, I can see him winning, because that £10 difference is a big difference.
Yeah.
145 to 155, it's a big difference. People don't understand that because they don't watch the sport or they're not involved in the sport. But that £10 makes a big difference. And especially, like, Charles is like my height. Ilia's like down here when I stand up, you know what I mean? So it's going to make a big difference. Like, Ilia might get a bit of a fright at how big Charles is when he stands opposite him. Fighters do that with me, who fight at lightweight. You know what I mean? I'll never forget Bobby Green looking over at me and being like, "What? He's big, him." Same with Chandler. Like people thought Chandler was going to be bigger than me, and he just weren't.
Ilia Topuria, he's a little smaller against, I think he's a little bit smaller against the Charles, but he also has crazy hands, beautiful boxing, strong hands. Featherweight is featherweight. They're dangerous, but honestly, lightweight is the craziest, hardest division in the UFC. This is challenge for him. Now we see how he adapt for that, you know, because featherweight is not lightweight. Lightweight is big difference.
Khalil, yes. Another question. Your prediction for Ilia versus Charles?
Yeah. Who do you think's gonna win?
I love Charles, man.
Yeah, we too. We all of us love him, but we think Ilia's gonna win.
No, he's not.
The momentum is on Ilia's side.
I don't know. For that one, I just have to go with my heart, and because Charles is one of my favorite fighters. Yeah. So I'm always gonna root for Charles, no matter who he fights against. I'm always gonna root for Charles.
Same here.
And now let's get Charles Sonnel, aka the bad guy, who is unhappy with bookies.
Minus 370 favorite Topuria is to beat Charles do Bronx Oliveira. Minus 370.
That is insane. That is not right.
To be the world champion that defended 3 times, has more submissions than anyone in UFC history, and he's a minus 370 favorite.
What do you guys think who will win the lightweight strap? Please comment below.